guys, how are you doing? We are in for Jasper again today, and looks like I'm going to be in with him for a little while, helping him out. It's the guy that taught me how to plaster, basically. He's the reason I am a plasterer. We kind of have ups and downs. I mean, not that it's that much of an issue, but we haven't worked together for quite a while, put it that way. And he's up to his usual tricks. We're up at a ridiculous time in the morning to go and start some rendering. We did a load of the scratch coat yesterday, and he was very particular about how it's to be done. We was using a mixture of all these different base coats to put the mesh up, and today we are just using the one coat render because we've got the scratch in with the mesh, and I believe all we're doing today is just rendering it, getting it ready for the silicon finish. So it's just gone 6 o'clock in the morning. The clocks have just gone back. It's pitch black. We're going to this site. It's out in the sticks. It's very treacherous around the site with trenches and stuff, and anyway, you'll see. We'll get some footage today because I know I've been quiet for a little bit. I've had some time off all last week, but it certainly seems like I'm paying for it now. So let's get and pick up Shay, and we'll have a look at the job and see what Jasper's up to, shall we? Right, so see you in a minute. Shay's neighbours were annoying this morning. He should be out in a minute. So this is pretty much the area that we got scratched yesterday with the mesh. We used the base coat stuff, and then this mesh product goes in there. So I assume today, waiting for further instruction, that we're going to get the one coat render over all this. So that is here. Look, we can't get this flank on yet until these windows and stuff go in. But you notice they did build it in thermalite blocks. Apparently they had to do that because they needed to reach the thermal values. So they're very high suction. So we was advised to get a little bit of red grit and water that down, and we gave it a prime with the red grit just to kill the suction. There's hardly any grit in it. So this is what we did yesterday. Look, so with the undercoat stuff, you see it's still quite soft to the touch. Still quite a lot of dampness there to it. So right, we've been given this big tub, this very old, although it's been repaired a few times. I think it's a Rafina mega mixer. So we're going to get on and knock up a massive tub and get this all OCR'd. So as per usual, matey here is getting us to mix up a magical concoction of materials. One of these bags of this EWI, 2 bags of this MS20 by Fassa Bottolo, and then 2 bags of this KP Mix general purpose render plaster and mortar. So 5 bags all going in there. Using the mega mixer thing there, the Rafina, because there's no way the Volt battery power thing is going to touch a tub like this. Took the 5 bags, pretty much got 2 regular builder's buckets full of water in there already. We're going to get that going, and then when we get closer to the consistency that we want, we've got that 3rd bucket just sitting there waiting to top it up as we need it. Okay, so in this case we're working right to left. Some people like doing it, some people go left to right. Well, the reason I like doing it is because it makes you regulate your depth a little bit easier. You're always working to what you've already done. Now, it's quite important when you've got something like this, get an area, take the time to flatten it in. Not only are you flattening it in and regulating your depth, you're also taking the time to push into all these scratch. Yeah, I see so many people going over doing one pass and then that's it, and it's not bonded into, pushed into the actual crevices. So it's really important, I think, to make sure you get really good bond and regulate your depth. The more work you can do with your trowel, the less you have to do with your rule.
Good. Perfect. Alright, I'll leave it there. What do I get? Credits?
Yeah, credits.
I'll get where to go.
I'll give you a picture close-up later.
I've been following you on that site for ages, for years. I've had you Master Smurf.
Alright.
I think we did some
When we were doing martial arts, that's when I did it.
yeah, then you were doing some what have you got?
Cooking videos.
Skateboarding. But
Oh right, yeah.
not skateboarding, but bigger boards.
Yeah, longboards, yeah.
Yeah. And then I've been following, and then I noticed you doing this, and I was sort of, your subscribers going up 20 something to 1,500 nearly.
Yeah, it's just over that now. It's 1,006.
You get money, do you? Or
I do, yeah. So what you have to do is you have to work yourself up to. We get 500 subscribers, and then it opens up like the facility for memberships and weird things.
Yeah.
Well, you need the 1,000 subscribers to be able to get money from ad revenue.
Okay.
To make it worth putting adverts on there. So as soon as you get to 1,000, then you can get monetised.
Yeah.
So at the moment, it's kind of making. I've been monetised for about a month. The last 28 days has just gone over. I've probably made about 400 quid.
Okay, fair enough.
So it tends to be like, for 1,000 views, you get like a £5 on a regular video. But then again, everything kind of changes. The more videos are kind of like 20, 15 minutes to half an hour, some of them longer than that. So the watch time is a factor. I don't know how they all compute it, but the analytics on the YouTube Studio app just go on and on and on and on. See how old people are, what country they watched it, and you know what I mean, shit like that. Yeah, everything. It even gives you a little thing where you analyse it, and you can see where people have like rewound and like rewatched something and shit like that. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Alright, better go.
Right.
I'll talk to you later.
So there we go, that was 5 bags, just did. All this, it's just been put on, just rolled off real quick. It's starting to pick up a little bit. That's all it's happened to it, has just been put on and then rolled. We've literally just done this, it's soaking wet. So yeah, 5 bags, did all that area. Now we've got to come around and start picking up this area. We've still got that much left in the bucket. We've got to get up this awkward thing and sort this scaffold out a little bit better. Okay, so with a bit of help from Shay, managed to get this little plant door area in. This apex, it's starting to pick up a bit. Just get around this corner, obviously this flank, so I've managed to get all that on pretty much, and then Jasper and I are going to hit this. I've just been and done all the reveals around these sliding doors. It's going to take 2 of us, so we need to get these scaffolds up, and it's quite a treacherous floor down there, it's quite tricky. Okay, so we've returned back to where we started this morning. As you see, it's picked up quite a bit. Jasper's got us putting on a tight coat over everything and then rubbing it straight up with a sponge float. So it's had a tight coat, then a quick sponge float, then a flattening with a trowel, and then one of these floats.
The magic sponge.
Magic sponge. It's just a sponge on with a handle on it.
It's actually called the magic sponge.
Working with Jasper, it's called a magic sponge.
It's pretty straight. What's it like horizontal then?
Diagonal. Rule's just as monkey as your rule.
Very nice.
It's a bit wet in some places, but then if I don't wear it up, it drags.
Okay, so I'm gonna push through here and give it its initial sponge float. Don't need to give that another tight coat because we kind of did it as we went along, and it's gone on far more recently than these sides. So Shay and Jasper are sitting back here. I'm going to push forward.